Hi guys, Dave here. So Garden has lots of features in it right now. It has lots and lots of features in it right now, and there's even more and more exciting features that I can't wait to bring it to Garden. But right now in Garden, there are about five top features. These are five most important features that are currently in Garden. The first one is Garden Library. That's where you have all the learning tools. We have Garden Tests, that's GTs. We have the best testing questions and that you can find anywhere. We have Garden Feed is like the social media part of Garden, like your TikTok, YouTube, everything inside of Garden. And then you have Garden Meets, that's like the place where you can create groups, reach out to teachers and other students that have like the same idea that you guys have similar interests to. You guys can meet up, collaborate on projects, and just study together. And then we have the last one is going to be Garden Marketplace. Yes, this is where you can buy and sell stuff. You can just buy and sell between teachers and students, or between students if you have something you want to sell, something you're no longer using, study materials and things alike. So those are the five most important parts of the Garden, and I'm going to be talking a lot about them in detail in this video. So the first part of the Garden I want to talk about is going to be Garden Library. Now, Garden Library is just is a way I reimagine the textbook, right? So normal textbooks you find in school, they will just, or normal PDFs you can download online, they will just pretty much contain text and images, right? So the way I redesign, reimagine it is that I wanted to make it easy for visual learners, auditory learners, or to be able to understand everything they are seeing right inside of the textbook. So basically, the each textbook is divided into chapters, right? We have about 16 textbooks and over 100,000 lines of textbook information across all our 16 textbooks. That's a shitload. That was very difficult. Garden Library, sorry, was one of the most challenging parts of the app I had to build. I will tell you that. So yes, each textbook is divided into multiple chapters. Each chapters are divided into about, on average, 4 sections per chapter, and then these sections I divided them into 3 sections, right? One part of the section is going to carry the a video that will explain everything inside that section in a way that you understand. A YouTube video, I embedded the video there, and then under that you're going to have the text part of it. That's like a little text box there where you are going to have all the explanation to everything inside the section. You have all the explanations, all the details, all the schematics and stuff to everything inside the section. And the last part is the quiz part that's going to test you on whether you actually understand what is in the whole section. So that's currently what is there right now. My plan, however, was not just to build it that way. I wanted to make this the best learning tool you can get anywhere on earth. So I have a 2 month plan actually. So that will be 2 months after getting my funding. I have a plan on what I'm going to do. So the first thing is that the YouTube video I told you might not really explain the section that's the content of the section in a way that I would want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make AI generated detailed videos that are going to explain everything inside the section in detail, particularly. So for subjects like biology and topics like digestion, digestive system, it's going to show you a visual demonstration of how everything goes down. You're going to see real-time images and real-time videos of how everything works. So it's going to explain everything in detail, and even in subjects like government and financial accounting, you're going to have a very visual and well explained video that would explain everything you're going to see there. And that's a plan with that. And also I also plan to improve each of the text content of the videos to each of the text content of that's the text part of the section, right? We're also going to add more data there. We're going to make the explanations more detailed, so it's going to be easy for you to understand. I'm going to just improve it there because there's still a lot of improvement to be done on that side too. And also we're going to add 3D models, graphs and diagrams for subjects like, let's say, biology. We need 3D models of different organs and stuff like that. Also physics and chemistry, we're going to need a lot of 3D models for particles and just DNA stuff in general like that. We're going to generate lots and lots of 3D models that will go across all of the subjects in the app. And also diagrams too. We're going to have diagrams, we're going to have schematics, we're going to have just things you can play around with. We want to make I want to make this textbook as practical as it can possibly get, and also in subjects like English language where you have to deal with pronunciations and sounds. You are going to there's going to be a part of it where you can ask for auditory learners. There's going to be a part of it where you can play different sounds and stuff like that. So it's going to have everything you can imagine that a textbook section should have. That is going to explain everything. There's just, you have no excuse, and I promise you this is going to be by far the most powerful school tool there is anywhere in the world. The most powerful school tool there is anywhere in the world. So yeah, that's the plan. That's my plan with guidance section. So our plan to improve Gani library, we're going to add more subjects. Obviously, we have about 16 subjects. If I can recall them, we have mathematics, English, literature. We have chemistry, biology, physics, further math. We have financial accounting. We have government. We have commerce. I've mentioned it. There's just tons of stuff there, and I made sure with the 16 subjects that we have now, I made sure I balance them between art, commerce, and science, between these three very popular fields that we have. And also the content of all the textbooks, I make sure I balance them mostly within two of the top high school curricula we have in West Africa. That's Cambridge and WIAC, and also 8 other global leading high school curriculums across the world. So I try to balance it so that all high school students from different parts of the globe will be able to partake in this app too. And mind you, this Garden Library is just a section of this app. This is not even the whole app. And also we're going to add lots and lots of textbook content to it again. So these hundreds of thousands of textbook content that I told you we currently have now, the plan is to take it into the tens of millions. So we have to make it really huge, really big. And also, I remember I told you the university version is coming out, so we're not just going to be giving teaching high school subjects here. We're also going to be teaching courses. So there's a lot of features that are going to come into this in general, and also the content and data that you're going to find on Garden. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to release a website, right? Garden is going to have its own website, so we're going to bombard the SEO, that's the search engines, with our data and everything that Garden has to offer. So we'll make sure that this content is going to be available to any student browsing the internet. Like for example, you go to Google, you search for something concerning biology, there's going to be a 9 out of 10% chance. I'll make sure of that Garden gives you the right answers. You're going to have videos that will explain it properly. You're going to have text sections and other practical stuff that you can use to best understand this thing. So that's Garden library for you. This is just the beginning. We like I mentioned earlier, the plan is to take this thing in 3 to 4 months. In 3 to 4 months, we will definitely be able to get somewhere in between 1 and 2 million monthly active users. That's across the Android, iOS, and the website. The Android app, iOS app, and the website. We should get between 1 and 2 monthly active users. That's the plan. That's our goal. That's our aim with Garden. And Garden Library is definitely going to play a big role in that. So yeah, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the video on the other features.